Are energy vampires real? And if so, how do you deal with them? That's the question we'll look at today in Ask Me Anything. I'm Celia Kane. Thanks for joining me. So, are energy vampires real? Yes, of course, energy vampires are real. You know that. You've experienced it just as I've experienced it. We all know those people who are just exhausting to talk to. And they may be people you love and you may experience them on a regular basis, but still, whenever you leave them, you just feel completely worn out. Well, you, my friend, you have encountered an energy vampire. So, if you've ever seen the show What We Do in the Shadows, it's also a movie, but I'm talking about the show right now. Colin, the character Colin, is an energy vampire. And that's just in the show, it's just another sort of vampire. Well, I'm actually entirely convinced that the mythology about vampires comes from energy vampires. So, what are energy vampires? Energy vampires are people who actively connect to your energy and they try and take it. They thrive on chaos and distress because there's more energy for them to take. Now, they may not be bad people. This may just be how they have learned to live. Maybe they had an energy vampire in their childhood, and this is how they think they should be. Or maybe they were born an energy vampire, and people have just let them do that. So it's not about morality, it's not about ethics. It's just some people do this. Some people feel that your energy is something that should belong to them. So I'm assuming you were not one of those people. And if you are, what you should do is connect yourself to source and ground. And if you connect yourself to source and ground, then you don't need the energy of other people. Now, if you are dealing with an energy vampire, when you are separate from them, immediately go through a cord cutting process. Now, cord cutting doesn't have to be super complicated, okay? You can just imagine the connection between the two of you and cut the cord. Now, I have some clients who like to pull a plug like on a lamp, they just pull it out. I actually like to imagine a thick rope that I'm then cutting, and I usually cut it with like hedge trimmer, something really big that goes makes that sort of sound. Just cut it clearly. So imagine the rope and cut that energy, because you don't want to stay connected with someone who is plugged into you when you're separated from them. You shouldn't be connected to them that way when you're together, but certainly not when you're separated, because you will continue to leak energy to that person as long as that cord is between you. So that's what you do after you've experienced one and you realize that they've connected to you. Now, you may not realize. So if you are feeling tired after spending time with an energy vampire, think, am I still connected to this person energetically? Did I allow them to connect to me energetically? Feel that in your body. Be clear in what your body is saying, and then imagine the cord cutting if you see that cord. You can ask yourself and get the response back from your body. So it's important to set filters so they can't connect to you in the first place. And the way you do that is you say something along the lines of, I am unavailable to share my energy with this person. I will no longer share my energy with this person. I have no need to share my energy with this person. Now, that last one about need can actually be really important if the person we're talking about who's an energy vampire is important to you. So if this is someone you love, if this is a parent or a spouse or a grandparent or another loved one, this will take considerably more work. Okay, and here's some energy processing right now. So this is the case for many of you. Okay, it will take a lot more work to set these filters and to disconnect the cord, because when you're in a relationship with someone, you have all of these different cords of energy. This is what I can see, all of these different cords of energy connecting the two of you, and you may not be willing to cut all of them because there's love there. But there can be love and energy between you without that energy moving one direction from you to them. So that's what you would work on to use filters. And this is something I can teach one on one, especially. Use filters to allow the love to flow back and forth, but not the energy. Okay? So that's the way you start with someone who is important to you, who is in your regular everyday life, and you don't want to cut off contact with them. Now, I hope that makes it clear. Yes, energy vampires are real, and yes, you can handle it. You can take care of it. You can work with filters so you can walk down the street, so you can go into, let me tell you, you can go into a faculty meeting or you can go into a meeting at work and not be affected by energy vampires. I know that sounds impossible, but it is entirely doable. It really is, I promise. So I hope this was helpful to you today. Now, submit your own question anonymously to Ask Me Anything at celiakane.com/ask-me-anything. Now, hit subscribe so you know when I post my next video, and join me in intellect and intuition for group coaching on much deeper questions. That's at celiakane.substack.com. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.